Welcome one, welcome all. It's race night! Who's ready to go, ladies and gentlemen? We're getting a little practice in. Of course, you know many of these names out here already. Cyrus, David, Maxini, Burgett. Naka has already qualified. So Hype Res right now looking in good situations. We welcome you on in. Qualifier number 9 for Ascent Rivals. A little warm-up going on here. Or pre-race action. Get you into the chase cam. Get it just perfect in Burgess. Maxini tight in the chase. But just inside the rock. Of course, this no-covered variant. Nice little change. Nice little adjustment here for the holiday season. Welcome on in, everybody. Shelby Grand Prix qualifier number 9. Presented by Ascent Rivals. If you've got the need for speed, go ahead and become a seed. Get planted in the ground. Get locked in. Don't touch that dial. We got an hour's plus worth of great racing coming up here for you. Here, just a little bit of warm-ups as you can see some AI out there on the track. But Osiris and Daxidi, even though they both qualified, they are not stopping, ever pushing the pace, trying to be the fastest at the race. Of course, Osiris trying to become not just the two-time champion, the first two-time champion, but also the first comeback champion. Not out there currently, but you know him well. The Duck Man, Sir Ducky. You gotta watch out for him. Again, don't see him out there, but arguably the top 3 racers we have in the sport. Well, that's not to discredit what we have in Ray Kurt, Burgess the Gamer. Sambo starting to make an interesting little run here. So we'll see what can be accomplished. Who is going to qualify tonight? It may be a numbers game. Dedication and commitment may come up huge. It is New Year's Eve, so we want to welcome everybody on in here. Glad to have you here if you're hanging out. Whether you're hanging at home, out and about, on the train, on a plane, it's all the same. We're glad you're here. Ready for qualifier number 9. Of course, that Shelby Racing name you know so well. Absolutely gorgeous set of vehicles they have. We'll have one more warm-up race. This is what we're looking for. There we go. We're going to dive right back on into that. We'll slide right on into the next set of warm-ups here on the Sandstorm variant. A little bit of change, some different angles you have to take, some different angles available out there. Here we go out the gate. Backbeat Osiris already showing you that tight lane that you can hit. Osiris and Res crash. Backseat makes it through. King David tight behind. Max, ooh, David trying to chase. They both somehow crash. Osiris overtakes for first. Middle lane there, a rarely taken spot even on this variant of the map. You typically are going to go the inside or the outside. There's a much more popular path. Then we go into the canyon walls. Nice little climb up for the last big turn here. Get to watch Osiris executed darn near to perfection. Not great speed. Let's slide back to Daxini. He's in pace. Trying to keep up with Osiris. Osiris loves the boost game. That has absolutely been his style. Won a Grand Prix off of it. It looks like he's adapted. He hasn't gone exclusively with it. started to hone and refine, if you will. Not just the boost king, but the boost god. Because there is a timing piece aspect with it. Fractions of a second is what we are talking about between the difference of hitting on the ground, landing with just enough force that you don't explode, and yet you gain every single possible second. How well can you thread that needle? That's what we're looking to find out here. Some AI, what you'll get to see here, trying to jump out of the zone. Here we go. Explosions overpowering. Next, the burst out of the gate. Him and Osiris. Osiris makes it through, actually. Him and David combine. That's going to set Osiris comfortably out in first. But look, watch Burgess. Burgess, the gamer. That is definitely a piece Burgess is comfortable with. He doesn't have to look necessarily where he goes. Comfortability with this map, knowledge. There is such a huge timing piece, but you see the way he kind of strafes away, working the outer turn, never fully actually looking at what's in front of him. So some empty spots can work great. There you see he finds a little pinball action in the canyon walls. The explosion knocks him back. Just hold on to first. Osiris now battling back and forth. That's what I mean by the timing right there. If that had stopped just a little bit shorter, he had a little time to adjust. Could have been fine. Osiris through the canyons. Now he's got some elite timing. Amplifies his abilities. Like I said, when it stops just short, leaving you enough time to auto-correct, that's what you're looking for. Osiris gets out. Daxini trying to be number 2. Instead, he hits the archway. Let's see if it's going to cost him. Nope. Good, clean racing the rest of the way. He's out. Here comes Burgess 3. 4 looking to be hype. Rez. Rez is through. Rain looking for a zone. Has one set up. You get the free shot too. You see Fiona immediately to the right. Oh no, it just looks different from our angle. King David slides into the last second. Here we go. Heat number 3. Points become triple. Everything a little amped up, a little ratcheted up here for the final race. Final heat of the race, excuse me. Once again, we see Osiris, a reversal of roles. He crashes. Everybody else gets through. XCD trying to boost off the ramp. Instead, he becomes a stamp, flattened against the pillar there. That column of rock gave him the Mutombo. Sit on down. Ooh, Rez. He angled a little bit down there. Landed heavy. Didn't think from that distance it would be an explosion, but Rez sitting in first right now. Got a nice little pace. But you can see the differences between what we've seen with Osiris and Daxidi. Burgess to some extent. Ooh, trying the strafe maneuver. And he gets outraced. Osiris now pacing with his hype teammate. Oh, Rez, a nice little punch through. Gets the warp kill onto Osiris. Just misses the strafe. Burgess gives him a little bumpty. Overtakes for first. Into the canyon walls. Rez still trying to make up as many points as possible. He said points are triple. So an 8-point difference. That is the difference between first and fourth. You are 8 points behind. You can overtake just by being 3 spots better. That's what you're looking for. We're just going to get out clean. Rez. Oh, thought he was out. Instead, Osiris rams through him at the last second. Overtakes second. Rez still gets out for free. Raynaka trying to be the last of those. It'll be Daxidi and David speaking of zone. And here we go. Daxidi's got an easy one right in front of him. Well, looks like he's going to go exploring. Working the high game. Way too far to come down. That'll unfortunately lead to a crash. But interesting moment of entertainment. Appreciate you out there, Daxidi. All right, folks, we'll have our actual races starting up here shortly. Stick around, we'll be back for the start of Grand Prix qualifier number 9. All right, everybody, here we go. It's official. These races are real deal Holyfield, and here we go. Let's start it out on the snowy banks of the shore. Daxidi and Osiris fighting to get through the first lap cleanly. Osiris looking like he may just do it. Got the line down. Let's see him swoop on through again. What a thing of beauty. Ooh, lost a little too much momentum right as we go to give him praise. Instead, we're going to go and haze him just a little bit. Forced to now take a really outside line, and another crash going to slow him down. Rez and Daxidi, it is a hype trio. 1, 2, 3 here in the first official heat of the night. Crash from Daxidi. Osiris overtakes first once again. Rez slips to third. Raynaka, Burgess, King David, and Rogue Panda. Osiris, Daxidi, Burgess, Raynaka have all qualified. Just out here up in the pace, up in the race, and making sure they keep up with the ace line. There you go. I still say nobody kisses it quite like Serducky off that pillar right there. That obelisk acts like a backboard for him. Others seem to just hit and kind of stop, whereas that was a little cleaner there from Osiris. You get a little more bounce off of it rather than just kind of a hit and dip. You lose all your speed, you lose all your momentum. And as we know, the other maps, not quite as dominant for Serducky, not out there for the first time tonight. Shelby Qualifier Grand Prix Qualifier number 9. There we go. That's the order of operations. Rogue Panda, dodge, dip, duck, diving, and dodge here, trying to stay in the zone. But King David, he's too much with the rifle. And he's going to stifle the competition. Take him down from range. He'll get the free ascent. That'll jump him some points. No, doesn't get out officially. Did pick up a couple of kills, though, and a pair of obelisks. Osiris will have 13-4-6-7. We saw 13-2 from Daxidi, fastest lap time. That's what you got to have if you want to be up there with the best. Of course, as we get closer to this February 18th live Grand Prix, not just the qualifiers, no, the actual Grand Prix, February 18th, right here live on Mezzcast and the Ascent Rivals Twitch page. Here we go. Race 1, heat number 2. Points are doubled. Rogue crashes. Burgess, King David, they all go down. Osiris rams through Rez. Exceed, he has to go a little wider than he would like. He'll like to only use one boost there. Ooh, dives in a little early. Bounces around like a pinball before he explodes. That's going to allow some to catch up just a little bit. Trying to land the shot is David, but he can't find him. David has not found that interior line. He does not like that ramp. Still a little more traditionalist, taking that wider outside turn. But here is XCD. Ooh, just kisses off it and hits the ground a little too hard. Not what you want to see there. But again, this is why these players that have already qualified come out to keep the competition up, to keep themselves snappy. Stay frosty, everyone. Certainly feels frosty for the racers out there, out in the snow. Nice little winter touch here on Ascent Rivals. Overtaking the traditional sand we would see, as you might notice the palm trees there as we round the corner. Daxidi sitting here in first place, looking to pick up 20 points. First place, again, worth double, so 20 is what's available here. And he is out. Osiris just completing lap 5. King David gets out in second. Rez looking to be third. Rez and Rogue Panda, the two eligible to qualify tonight. Everybody else has either qualified or, in King David's case, not eligible. So those the two certainly be looking out for. Hype Rez got a nice little track record going on here. It's third in the first 2 races. That's a nice little free guaranteed get out. You don't have to deal with this ascension process. You don't have to deal with fighting people off, as Burgess kills Raynaka there and then jumps because of it. So Raynaka falls a couple of points in addition to Burgess moving up. So nice little combo there. Quick chance to swap out some parts. We get ready for heat number 3. Final heat here on this race. Of course, the circuit known as Nuelo Shore. We line up for the chase cam. Moves out the gate. It's Daxidi and Rez sliding through. Look at this speed. Daxidi is on some other worldness right now. Trying to get a fast lap time straight out the gate. Gets a 13.084. That is a thing of beauty. But again, as soon as we go to give him some love, the wall absorbs him like a glove. Allows King David to catch up here. Another explosion allows David to overtake for first place. XCD back in first. Just gonna watch this 5-6 battle. It's an important one for points right here, Rogue Panda. One taking their time. Hype Rez giving some fight. Overtakes Raynaka, moves up into fourth. Could come out of this map with a more than double-digit lead. You thought that boost time was a little awkward. Works out. Burgess has been lapped. Don't know what happened. But he is fighting to get back in the race. It's David 1, Osiris, and Daxidi. No Rez now overtaking for third. Daxidi falls to fourth. Raynaka, Rogue Panda, and Burgess, your 7 racers out on the circuit here. Moves through Rez. Taking his time. Oh, just slides with the strafe. So Rez taking the third in all 3 races. It's going to provide a nice little bit of point comfort through the first race of the night. Oh, Rogue Panda just runs past Raynaka. Can she line up the shot? Rogue just trying to stay alive. Now looking for the shot. Can't find it. Not going to ascend. And there we go. Points laid out. It is an 18-point before we calculate even kills in. So I think it's a 19-point lead right now for Rez after the very first race. So Hype trying to add the triple we'll go ahead and slide on over to Oriah Mining Depot. We go from the shortest track in the Ascent Rivals circuit to the longest one. Of course, those familiar here with the Mining Depot know well of the Bridge of Death. That's right, the Bridge of Death, but it is not questions. Daxini coming on in to join the booth. Welcome on in, Daxini. Glad to see you out there, buddy. Appreciate you so much. Thank you for the Tier 1 subscription. And ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Ooh, Bridge of Death gets Raynok as its first victim. Maybe its only victim. A little less racers than we would normally have. Of course, fully understand people being out and about tonight. But we are here. We are ready to steer our ships into first place. As we take on the number 2 race, Oriah Mining Depot, as we said, this long one. And this is where the ZD cooks. As you see, Daxini in first place. Let's see by how much. A comfortable margin. Let's give Rez some time here. See what he's got. Working the boost. That's an important one to time well. You don't want to hit too hard coming down there. You're going to have a problem. Good call there. I'll tell you what, this map has a very, I hate to say it, but Hoth-like feel. Kind of an interesting combination with the snow. I'm really digging it. Loving the texture package that's put on here. An absolute thing of beauty. Daxini 1, Rez 2, trying to chase him down. He's been able to fend off Osiris. Oh, but an explosion into the wall. Osiris also explodes. Rez boosts forward to take back into second. And as you can see, a little wiggle on the stick. Quite as clean as some of the other racers out there, but hey, you got time to perfect it. This is where you just kind of continue to get better. Rez gets a kill onto Osiris, but unfortunately kisses the wall a little too hard. And that's what I meant by timing it correctly. If you drop too hard, you have too much of a distance, you are going to explode. You are not out here defying gravity. No, my friend. Oh, a little weird interaction with the terrain. A couple of explosions from Rez. Let's see how he bounces back. Able to get on out, and right behind is Burgess. So it's Dax, Osiris, Rez, the hype trio taking 1, 2, 3. Burgess, the last free spot. David locks down Raynok with the laser charge. Looking for the zone, knows he's got to turn around. David's got limited time. Can he get in the zone? Just does, and avoids the explosion as the wall was coming up. Want to give him again some love there to the big man, Daxini. Appreciate you so much for that tier 1 sub. Best of luck out to you, sir, tonight and every night. Certainly called It's His Map. He showed you why right there. First place in Heat 1 of the race. Exactly. It plays well with everything you've got in. The race is on. Osiris and David battling back and forth, trying to find their way on in. Do they have it in the moment? Ooh, slide back and forth. Who can find the zone? Who can find the spot? Osiris a very wide way. Don't know what happened there, but David overtakes for first. Rez tight in the chase. Kind of nice little battle going on here. David tries to jiggle around the side, get to the lower deck to safety. Instead, explodes. Cyrus trying to work the drift. Just stays alive, has to ride the wall for a moment. Rez tries to overtake for a moment, but Osiris with that boost. He just can take off in a heartbeat against you. There is nothing you can do sometimes. You're just going to struggle. But alas, that's the way she goes. Osiris sliding on around. Osiris, David, Dagzini, Rez. Rogue Panda going to have to dig deep and start to find some points if he wants to get back into this. Otherwise, we are looking at a hype Rez walk to the qualifier. Hey, they often say the best ability is availability. Big shout out to these racers who both have and have not already qualified. There's Osiris, Daxidi, Burgess, and Reynaka already qualified. David is ineligible. So that leaves us with just Rez and Rogue Panda on the day. But still, plenty of great racing, plenty of great action for you here. As Ascent Rivals presents the Shelby Grand Prix Qualifier number 9. Those who run our qualifiers here every Tuesday night, starting at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time, 10:30 p.m. Eastern. And as you can see, the Grand Prix will be held here on the Mezzcast and Ascent Rivals Twitch pages, February 18th, same time. Everybody ascends, so no change in standings there from what we had. Heat number 3, that means points are triple. You can do a lot here. Brink of Death receives no victims. You know, he'll be angry about that one, but hey, what else can you do? Cyrus rifting his way around. A nice little slide to it. Good boost opportunities, scooping up obelisks. This is what professional Ascent Rivals racing looks like right here from a champion themselves. Trying to dethrone Daxidi a little bit on this map. Osiris said not too much, but whoa, he over-rotates. He attempted a barrel roll, got about halfway through. Excuse me, only a quarter way through because he was pure sideways. Perpendicular to the ground, not where you want to be. Oh, Ricky Bobbitt moment. Yep, I'm flying through the air right now. Cyrus scooping up Obelisk as he dodges. You can see that laser just briefly at times looking at him, trying to find him. The explosions overpowering, but right now, over the competition, Osiris is towering. And I just seem to have the absolute kiss of death tonight. Compliment anybody showing them what's going on. Osiris gets a weird warp kill on Daxidi from behind. That's like a reverse hit. Osiris just so nimble. Doesn't need this obelisk. Final lap straight away. Here we go. Boost. And he is gone. Daxidi trying to stay alive from a shot. Has to get out of the way. Now he's going to have to get in quickly to get second. David 3, Burgess 4. So now things get really tricky here. Rez needs to get out here to hold on to his lead. Reynaka crashes. Rogue Panda has found a zone, so Rez is going to have to do this. But no, the explosion means that Rez is gone. He will not get resurrected. So Hyper-Rez sitting on about a 20-point differential right now going into the final map. Looking good for Rez at this moment. Looks like we lost a racer in Reynaka. Still got Rez and Rogue Panda out there, so we'll continue on with this, it would appear. Great overtakings we see everywhere. Finally, our first explosion, Osiris. He has denied us the right to live. Now, earlier we were watching a slightly different variant of this circuit. This is the more traditional, well-known. So again, very, very much loving the ice out there. You can see the large glacier off in the distance, several mountains for sure. Kind of different look when it's not just the dark red stone, you know. Cutting around the corner, trying to get through Daxidi. Dashing and racing away. Rounding the corner. Ooh, a lot of boost there. Lots to deal with. Osiris in chase. A little too tight on the line. He's going to explode. Let's see how far back is King David. Far enough. So this is going to be the Rez show for a moment. We got Rez on the Mezzcast trying to get out. May even overtake for third. Rez has definitely been working on his mechanics. Much cleaner, much leaner. Of course, if you are a hype man, you certainly have the demeanor. One of the truly important things to have as a racer is the ability to forget. You have a bad race, let it go. Get it out of your brain. Do whatever you've got to do to shake things up. Heat number 1 in the books. Daxidi, Osiris, David, and Rez. That's your 1, 2, 3, 4. Out the gate. No explosions. An attempted shot, but it doesn't ring home. Osiris hitting the same spot there, trying to get into the canyon walls. That is back-to-back heats. We have seen him do that. But of course, Osiris is definitely a guy who loves to race cleanly. It is a lot easier to race cleanly. You don't have to battle. You don't have to work back and forth. You don't have to worry about the randomness. So, did I time my boost correctly so that I didn't get exploded through? You know, especially when you're jockeying for position, you're going back and forth, battling neck and neck. It adds some stress to your head. Cause you to slip up, make a mistake. But the Daxidi racing with it right now. Looking good. Let's go take a look at Rez. He's a bit more in the thick of it. David and Osiris. They're all about him. King David rams through Rez there. That's going to slip him into third, fourth position. Those are going to allow Rez to overtake back up to third. Now it's Boo City who hits it. Rez warps through Burgess. That's what I meant by sometimes the randomness, the timing of it all. Where do you come out versus where does somebody start? Rez into the canyon walls. Good strafing. Continues to get cleaner and cleaner. Poor timing there, though. Again, the kiss of death, what we are providing. Rez still gets out in third. David, the last freebie out. Burgess, Raynaka, and Rogue. Ain't got to deal with the Ascension Zone. Got to find one and get out. I should really prep up the TSA announcements, I feel like. In the event of an emergency, the closest exit may be behind you, not in front of you. Kind of how I feel, especially on some of the longer maps that we have. On shorts, no problem. I mean, you finish the circuit in 15 seconds. You're around for a lap so fast. It doesn't matter. You can find anything. But on these long maps, you're talking about a minute and a half. Now, granted, this one, 27 seconds was some of the top racers can do. But that means 30 to 45 seconds you may be between zones if you can't find them. And you're not the cleanest of racers. And, of course, you want to be a little bit slower, be smart about things. And here we go. Final heat, final race of the night. Appreciate you hanging out and enjoying your time as Ascent Rivals presents the Shelby Grand Prix qualifier number 9. Rez very comfortably. In fact, it may be statistically impossible at this point, but we will find out here shortly. We'll see if Rogue Panda can put up a fighting chance. Else, Daxidi and Osiris going to be looking to congratulate their teammate Rez, who would qualify. Qualify for that Grand Prix coming up here February 18th. Daxidi crashes. That'll add to his time. Osiris, that's what I mean by the timing. He comes out of it right as Daxidi's ready to go again, and the explosion, too much to deal with. He is gone. Right, Naka holding on to third right now. Overtaken by Rez. That man was flying like a bat out of hell. He is trying to enjoy the celebration. That'll come here after he can be done with all the acceleration around the track. A little more than a lap to go. Unfortunately, the boost denying him just a little too much. Burgess crashes. Timing again just a little off. Goes right into the bridge. If he stops even a tenth of a second beforehand, he is in the clear. Instead, it's a duck and cover moment. Pray that the hull of your ship is intact. Daxidi out one. Osiris 2 behind him. Rez looking to make it a triple trifecta. Still finding that spot along the wall. Means Burgess is going to overtake for third. Rez is going to get fourth. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to leave us with our final ascension zone of the night. Who's got it? Who can find it? Who can grind it out? Scooping up every last possible point. And there we go. We don't even need the confirmation on this one. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to our prize. And there we are, folks. There we are, folks. The reason why we race, get that need for speed taken care of and enjoyed. Appreciate everybody hanging out, enjoying their time here as we present the Shelby Grand Prix qualifiers. We'll see you back here next Tuesday for qualifier number 10. See who's going to get in then. Until next time, y'all have a great night.